Hello, this is Steve Schwartz with the TradingRoom.com TradeLAB review for the day, January 15th of 2014, not 13. I'd love to roll the clock back in time, but in any event, I'm with my friend and colleague Edward Preston, head global trader for RiosQuant. Very important you read the disclosure document and go to RiosQuant.com for the full disclosure document that's found at the bottom of the website. All right, so EP, tell me how things went today.
It's been a fun day, actually. Had a lot of activity, some great things happening today in terms of our setups. Let's just make sure you guys can see my screen there. Yep, okay. You're looking at the S&P. You can see the S&P has stayed bullish. Started off at midnight, new levels setting up at midnight as we always get them. And the market has stayed above the top green, so bull territory. We start looking for trades right here at 8 o'clock, so it gives you an idea of, kind of quiet as the S&P was just grazing the first level of resistance today. And I can tell you guys that there's been actually no trades today in the stock session like you've seen the last few days here. And that's because ideally we're looking for opportunities at the low part of the zone or at the beginning of the next zone. But for multiple combination of things, we've recognized that this has been a tough push for the S&P. But looking at this S&P, there's a lot to draw from as we learn here in the TradeLAB and do and show and tell. So I'm going to show you guys a trade that I did in the Treasuries today. And this was the Treasury note. Now today I only did a one lot. I kept it conservative, and the reason for that is because I was actually getting into this trade while the report came out this morning, Producer Price Index. So I sold one, and I was saying that, sharing with everybody in the lab, that one of the toughest things to do as a trader is to figure out where to get out of that one trade, that one contract. Having multiple lots, pretty obvious what I would have done, woulda, coulda, shoulda, at the very bottom, our last GnosTICK level, but I opted to go conservative and grab the quick profits, not knowing if this was going to be a knee-jerk reaction and a bounce out of it. Decided to opt for taking a trade right at the base of the bottom zone, which is something I would recommend everybody that's new, everybody that's working with smaller accounts, everybody that's conservative. That's a great little exit, getting in based off of this 5 accelerator, showing me momentum has picked up, the market is closed in, and best of all, it had a 2-to-1 risk-reward ratio. This is what we call a GnosTICK setup, 2.29 ratio, risking 8 ticks to make 19, 8 if it goes back up, 19 if it goes back down. It's actually a nice little trade there in the Treasury notes. Other areas that we participated in today, actually have a couple live ones on as we speak. One of those is copper. In on copper on an RQ channel, a 2-7 combination, a breakout that came out about 8:35. Breaking out, taking profits at resistance. Still have a target, or I'm sorry, still have a unit that is still in, looking for the top today. Got a stop in place, so I've locked in profits on this last unit, and I've got this set up as an OCO, order council's order. Got a trade that I did in wheat today, another grain trade, another trade that's set up. This was when the markets opened up at 9:30, slipped down. Now this is based off, I think, a 30-minute time frame, and you guys will see it here. Take a look at the channel that's right underneath the bear level. Got filled on that, took it right down to the bottom. I still have one in, and I'm trying to take it down to the very bottom. I'm actually playing this like a swing trade, willing to hold on to this overnight. Got good till cancel stops in and a good till cancel limit. These are actually working as an OCO, order cancels order. Trade of the day, definitely crude. You're going to see a winner. You're going to see a loser. Got me the first time around, stuck with it, and I got it back, and we got it back big time. Here it comes, and you'll see everything that's set up here. First trade, got into, a little aggressive, getting in while the market was neutral, the yellow candles. Was looking for a breakout to happen after that PPI number. Did not happen, failed. Did only a one lot, recognizing that the odds were not strong in my favor. Note the second time I went in strong. 3 units, 3 times the size based off of the breakout with the channels. took a profit at the 75 target, took a profit target at the top. This is before the report came out. Report came out at 10:30. Market has shot up, quickly came down, locked in $400, stopped out on that, no regrets. Nice trade, making back a heck of a lot more than what I lost on the entry. So a great example of when the risk was higher, risk was not as higher, logic, profitability was weaker, stronger. And then one more that I'll share with you guys is yen that I'm currently in, which is right here. And the yen futures just kind of sitting here waiting. We've got a 2-7 combo that broke on a 30-minute and continuing to get really just bashed in the face from yesterday's huge sell-off below critical support. And as you can see, has just recently broken the support down here, and we're looking to take this thing lower as well. So the trade activity from today, let's get a little representation of the positions. I have open trade equity with those three: wheat, yen, and copper. Got about $550 in open trade equity, $550 in open trade equity, and performance today in the lab with closed trades is about $500, which represents about 2%. So actually what I'm targeting on a daily basis, this will give you an idea of what the trade-by-trade performance looked like from today's activity in the notes, the gas, the crude, the wheat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trades, treasuries, energy, grains, metals, and energy again. So you can see the trade-by-trade, really the tough spots in the gas and crude, bull zone 2 trades. Ironically, the natural gas was our biggest leader today. Just didn't get any further continuation in that bull zone 2, but did rather well with that crude that really has helped. And obviously, this is not taken into consideration the open trade equity. So if I close everything down right now today, guys, it is a 5% day. Think about that for a second. 5% in one day. Can't shake your head at that. Nice day of trading. We'll do it again here in the lab tomorrow. Don't know if we're going to have the same results, but we're going to use the same logic and teach you guys how to do it. Thanks for being with me in the lab. This is EP. Adios.